Hello to all of you out there. This is Brother Dana from Chicago. Hey, I just want to take a brief moment of your time to introduce to you. Yes, I have this honor and privilege that I don't take lightly to introduce to you three mighty young men for the Most High Yah. After I'm done talking, you will get to see and hear their talent in a video they produced called The Tribute. After that, you will then have the honor, just like myself, to meet these three young men who are motivators of myself because of their humility, their love, and their sold-out desire to serve the Most High Yah by serving each other and then reaching the multitude and building His kingdom. So please, join me in being blessed after you get to meet these mighty young men of the Most High Yah. Shalom.
Once again, the fatal shootings south of the border have raised questions about the relationship officers have with the people they are policing, especially white cops in black communities. Their names alone came to symbolize the issue. Eric Garner, Michael Brown, Tamir Rice.
We scream Black Lives Matter, hands up, don't shoot. Yelling I can't breathe, but they just tighten the noose. Man, this racial injustice got me sick to my stomach. If you act like you don't see it, then you're part of the problem. Everybody want the truth until it's covered in blackness. Man, I've been trying to keep my cool, but now I'm lit up like matches. Touchy topic, y'all get triggered, deflecting the facts and don't wanna listen. Taking the truth for a lie, you're twisted, but nevertheless it'll still get mentioned. Let's go. I can't breathe, hands up, don't shoot. Hey, I can't breathe, hands up, don't shoot. No justice, no peace for every life that you took. We standing up, so stand down. Going out swinging like John Cook. We got way too much to lose, and we got way too much to gain. I look these devils in the eye and say their names double slain. Hey, Sandra Bland, yeah, yeah. Eric Gardner, yeah, yeah. Trayvon Martin, yeah, yeah. Stephen Clark, oh yeah. George Floyd, another one. Ezell Ford, another one. Michael Brown, another one. Botham John, keep them coming. Pat Brown, the list goes on. Arthur Sterling, the list goes on. Kai Gurley, on and on. Pam Turner, the list goes on. Jordan Edwards, yeah, yeah. Aaron Bailey, yeah, yeah. Chris Davis, we ain't done. Breonna Taylor, keep going. Tamir Rice, yeah, yeah. Freddie Gray, yeah, what's good? DMARBLE Davis, yeah, yeah. It's King Savage. Hold up, they done took a lot of souls, but don't nobody wanna talk about it. Dark skin is like a bullseye, but those days are over, cause the dark night rises. Y'all about to get this work, spazzing out, going berserk, God's chosen people are dispersed at every single corner of the earth. They say all lives matter, and I don't disagree, but the way they killing blacks, that don't sound right to me. Look, if all lives matter, why does it seem like we're the target? Get pulled over, put us in cuffs and a weapon in hand, but you kill us regardless. We scream Black Lives Matter, hands up, don't shoot. Yelling I can't breathe, but they just tighten the noose. Man, this racial injustice got me sick to my stomach. If you act like you don't see it, then you're part of the problem. Everybody want the truth until it's covered in blackness. Man, I've been trying to keep my cool, but now I'm lit up like matches. Touchy topic, y'all get triggered, deflecting the facts and don't wanna listen. Taking the truth for a lie, you're twisted, but nevertheless it'll still get mentioned. Let's go. I can't breathe, hands up, don't shoot. Hey, I can't breathe, hands up, don't shoot. No justice, no peace for every life that you took. We standing up, so stand down. Going out swinging like John Cook. We got way too much to lose, and we got way too much to gain. I look these devils in the eye and say their names double slain. Hey, Sandra Bland, yeah, yeah. Eric Gardner, yeah, yeah. Trayvon Martin, yeah, yeah. Stephen Clark, oh yeah. George Floyd, another one. Ezell Ford, another one. Michael Brown, another one. Botham John, keep them coming. Pat Brown, the list goes on. Arthur Sterling, the list goes on. Kai Gurley, on and on. Pam Turner, the list goes on. Jordan Edwards, yeah, yeah. Aaron Bailey, yeah, yeah. Chris Davis, we ain't done. Breonna Taylor, keep going. Tamir Rice, yeah, yeah. Freddie Gray, yeah, yeah. Albert Davis, yeah, yeah. India Kager.
I got rage in my heart, pain in my soul, from watching them killing my people like every day, and it's getting old. I can breathe for now, at least for the time being. So many turn a blind eye to all this hate that we keep seeing, and they keep locking up these black men so prisons get that loot. But I'm a messenger, just speaking the truth, got my hands up. Don't shoot. Yeah, when a black man takes a life, he's sentenced to prison and doing a bid. But when a cop kills, he get to go back home and he can be with his wife and his kids. Facts. 2020 got me seeing clearly, but we really don't know what to do. I can't call the cops if I got a problem, they'll probably shoot me too. Cause the police kill citizens all the time and they face no prosecution. And And that document wasn't meant for us, talking about that Constitution. At the end of the Pledge of Allegiance, it promises liberty and justice for all. But in reality, it appears to be that it's liberty and justice for y'all. No justice, no peace. That's what you're gonna hear till the battle's through. Cause all lives can't matter unless black lives matter too. Let's go.
I can't breathe, hands up, don't shoot. Hey, I can't breathe, hands up, don't shoot. No justice, no peace for every life that you took. We standing up, so stand down. Going out swinging like John Cook. We got way too much to lose, and we got way too much to gain. I look these devils in the eye and say their names double slain. Hey, Sandra Bland, yeah, yeah. Eric Gardner, yeah, yeah. Trayvon Martin, yeah, yeah. Stephen Clark, oh yeah. George Floyd, another one. Ezell Ford, another one. Michael Brown, another one. Botham John, keep them coming. Pat Brown, the list goes on. Arthur Sterling, the list goes on. Kai Gurley, on and on. Pam Turner, the list goes on. Jordan Edwards, yeah, yeah. Aaron Bailey, yeah, yeah. Chris Davis, we ain't done. Breonna Taylor, keep going. Samir Rice, yeah, yeah. Freddie Gray, yeah, yeah. Albert Davis, yeah, yeah. India Kager.
And speaks with Fox station WSVN from his hospital bed, recounting what he told that officer.
And I'm telling him again, sir, there's no need for a firearm. I'm unarmed. He's an artistic guy. He got a toy truck in his hand. When he hit me, I'm like, I still got my hands in the air. I say, no, I just got shot. And I'm standing there, I'm like, sir, why did you shoot me? And his words to me, he said, I don't know.
Well, thanks for joining us, to all of you out there in this great big world that I call social media. Yes, this is your brother Dana coming to you from Chicago, but tonight, as you can see, I am definitely not alone. And so I want to introduce to you 4 incredible Hebrew men. And I don't know how it came about. That's why I'm excited about talking to these gentlemen tonight. But I want to hear from these individuals who are the artists, the truth speakers, the videographer, that all came together to make that video, that tribute to, yes, as the world sees African Americans or blacks, but those of us who are in the truth realize that those are our Hebrew brothers and sisters that have been slayed innocently by the hands of my white forefathers, which are now my current white family members. So anyway, I'm going to introduce to you first a brother that I met. He reached out to me and he sent me a taste of his music and his work, and I was blown away, not only at his ability in the sound and the creativity, but the anointing that I know was behind this young man and his heart for the Most High Yah. So this artist of the Most High Yah that I want to introduce to you first and foremost is nobody other than King 7. Hey, King 7, how are you doing tonight down in St. Louis, Missouri?
Hey, how you doing, Danny? Thanks a lot, man. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I just like to give all glory and praises to the Most High Yah for His word and His truth. And like I said, a big thanks to you for having me.
Hey, I'm always honored when the Most High Yah brings incredible young men and women my way with their gift and their talent. You know, I will always say this: I am who I am in many of the principles and the things that I believe in from what I've learned from you as my Hebrew family members, stamina, right, loyalty, and all that. We talked about that actually just the other day.
Yeah.
So it was an honor for me. And then when you sent this video, I was blown away just at your ability. And then you let me know that there were 2 other counterparts, at least, that were with you in making this video, the tribute. So King 7, would you briefly introduce them and let all of us know who they are?
Oh yeah, most definitely. So it all started with just a vision. Like everything starts with a vision, you know. And so my good friend D, he's my brother now, but my good friend DMARBLE, I basically hit him up because he was, he was on the truth movement. He was real adamant about the things that were going on in the world. So I'm like, I need him on this track with me. So I got him to write a verse, you know what I'm saying? And by the end of the day, We both had our verses, and I already had the track laid. So then I called up my other brother, Q. He's the videographer and all of this, you know. And I'm like, hey, man, we need a visual to this, man. It's real powerful. He heard the song, and he immediately was like, bro, you know what? I got to come down to St. Louis, you know. And God always places things for reasons. It's always done at the perfect time. And so it just so happened to be that when we all got together and made the video, that it was around the same time Mike Brown had actually got killed. And so we got together around August 9th. And, you know, we shot the video for that whole weekend. And we were actually able to go over there where Mike Brown was killed at. And, you know, we shot parts of the video right there. So if you see the video, there's parts of us standing in Ferguson. But I don't want to talk you guys' ears off. My guy DMARBLE and my other guy, Q, you guys can say hello whenever you're ready.
You got it, Q. I'm just gonna fall back.
All right, yeah. So when just feeding off what he was saying, that tribute song, when I first heard it, and he told me that him and D was gonna link up and do that. After I heard the finished product, I basically promised him that I would be in St. Louis whenever was, you know, convenient for all three of us to be there. I know D flew in from the West Coast, so I was super excited. Like, that day couldn't have came fast enough. We had a lot of fun shooting it. You know, it's always, you know, just a good energy. It was just a lot of good energy there. Just knowing that we was there doing something for a good cause, doing what we love to do. And so we had a blast making it. I'm glad that, you know, it's getting the feedback that it's been getting. And
right.
We got plenty more coming, trust me. Like we always thinking ahead, like what's next. So more coming.
Well, the in Revelations it says that the young men will have visions and dreams and all that type of stuff. So hey, you're going to be, you know, you as a group of people have always been on the forefront of creativity with all the inventions and everything. So it should not be a surprise to us that you three anointed young men of the Most High Yah are going to have lots of things, downloads from him to share to his people. So
yes, sir.
What's going on there, Mr. DMARBLE?
My name's Daryl DMARBLE. I'm a truther.
So explain to me when you say truther to some of us older.
All right. Well, I my main thing, what I do, I talk about the geocentric, the biblical cosmology, basically.
Yes,
and ultimately, we live on a flat plane. It's a flat Earth, as described in Genesis, and that's one of those things that I've kind of, you know, took one of the lead positions in over the last few years. So yeah, we're, you know, I'm a flat earther, you know.
Right.
You know, as was described in Genesis, you know, the idea that we all live on a globe, I believe that's one of the devil's biggest deceptions that's running in the world right now. So, you know, that's kind of what I do. I became more popularized on YouTube for pursuing that. Along the way, at one point, I ended up getting a hold of King Seven's music. There was 2 tracks he made. One was Flatline, which was Flat Earth also, and then the other one was No Filter. And I don't know how I got a hold of those songs, man, but I was like, I need to get in contact with this guy because this dude's lyrical skill is just off the charts.
It is. Man, he sent me
lyrical assassin.
Oh man! Oh yeah!
You know what? You know how us white folk are. We can't understand it to begin with. You know, even if the rap is at a slower pace. But man, when King Seven got to the couple of those parts, I just had to. I was like,
yeah.
Man,
seriously, and I mean he's a really talented guy. So I had to get in contact with him. I was like for a couple months. I was just looking for him, honestly. And then some way or another, I found out that he was him. I didn't know how I got a hold of those tracks. And then I was like, hey, man, I got a hold of a couple of your songs. I want to interview you on my YouTube channel. Display your talent, play your music for everybody, and help you get the publicity that you deserve for your talents, and then the message that it's all about, giving all praise to the Most High, following Yeshua. I mean, it's all positive, but the way he packages the message is what got me. So I was like, I need to use my platform to put him out there. So when he hit me up, asking me to be on the tribute to do a track with him, it's like being a Lakers fan and then getting a call from Dwight Howard like, hey, you want to play a pickup game? I'm like, heck yeah. Like, me? Yeah, okay, cool. I bet. So, I was like, I'll do what I can. If you got the text messages still, I'll say, I'll do what I can, man, but I don't know if I can keep up with you. Yeah. But I was honored that he, called me. I obviously had a lot on my mind and on my heart from all the stuff that was going on as far as the police brutality. So he noticed that on social media. So he, hit me up and we connected, and the rest is history, as they say.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. Go ahead, DMARBLE.
Oh no, I was just about to say, and then once we got the track put together, he basically, this guy, he put together the track in such a short period of time. He's like, hey, I got an idea. I was like, all right, cool. Hey, I found a beat. I was like, oh, this beat goes hard. Let me keep writing. It's like, by the end of the night, he's like, hey, I got my whole verse and the hook. And he just sends me over the skeleton of it with this part where I jump in. I'm like, okay. So I had to just jump in there.
So D, so when he told us the other night when we were chatting on the phone that it was one night, he was literally meaning one night, because like sometimes we say on the seventh day, the Most High Yah created this, and we don't know if the seventh day was just one day or, the time and all that. But he meant literally one night, huh?
One night, seriously.
Yeah.
He hit me up like on a Tuesday morning. By Tuesday night, he was done, and he was waiting on me. I'm like, wow. But I'm not a rapper, so I had to write my stuff, and I had to pull some stuff out of here, tweak it, and just kind of layer it. But I think it came out all right. And then once we heard the whole thing, I hit him up. I'm like, dude, we gotta do a video.
Right.
like when are we going to be able to get together to shoot a video? I will fly down to St. Louis. Don't even worry about it,
Wow.
So I just felt like we had a good message, and that we needed to put some visuals behind that, and it could be something that could make an impact down the line. So let's see what happens.
It's definitely making an impact. And I hope you three are aware of that. It is making an impact. More than but then Q, I know they said it was time for a video, so how much time did they give you to kind of get your thoughts together after hearing it?
Actually, when they mentioned the word video, my initial reaction was, how soon can we do it? Like, whenever y'all ready, I'll drop whatever I'm doing to come do that, because I felt like it was just that powerful, it was that important. I literally, it didn't matter when they needed me, I was gonna be there. So we actually just kind of discussed the time where that was just, I want to say about 3 weeks maybe. After we had the first conversation, about 3 weeks. D and I were in St. Louis about 3 weeks later.
Yep.
And so how many days did you shoot the project?
Wasn't it like 2? I think it was like 2 days, right? 2 or 3 days?
It was 2 days. Yeah.
And so all of you gave of your own time, resources, energy, nobody reimbursed you for expenses on this project whatsoever?
Oh, no. Nah, see, and that's just the thing, I felt like around this time, this was a message that needed to be put out because a lot of people don't understand why these things are happening to us. But me and my wife always talk about the passage that comes out of Psalms 64, I believe. And I know somewhere in there it talks about how the wicked encourage themselves in an evil matter, and they commune and land snares privily. And they say, who shall see them? You know, and then they basically shoot at the perfect. And so, and they hold themselves not guilty, which is in Zacharias, I believe. But I feel like this message needs to be heard because a lot of people don't understand why these things are happening to us. And God said that you will know my people by the curse I put upon them. And so these are one of the curses, that we're up under oppressors who slay us, and they hold themselves not guilty.
Yes.
You know, and so this project was basically just three minds coming together to make a visual portrait of what's going on so people can understand it better. And, you know, that's why I said in my verse, all lives do matter. But the way they're killing Black people right now, it doesn't seem that way to me, you know?
Right.
And so
or have always been
exactly,
but differently throughout each, you know, generation, from just killing you openly as a slave master to lynching you to then, you know.
Exactly, yeah. And so, yeah, it was just one of those projects that we all came together on, and we all felt equally about it. Like I said before, DMARBLE, he was the one, you know, I was watching his Instagram page for a long time. I'm usually, if I'm not, you know, posting videos or something on Instagram, I'm not usually on there. I'm just on there skimming through. But I was noticing that D, you know, he was just real adamant about it. And, you know, he was just going hard for it. I'm like, you know what? I need to reach out to him so he can be on this song. You know, we can put this project together, you know, man, and make something real powerful. And so then my man Q came through with the visuals, and it all came together so perfect. And it was all, and like I said, all glory and praises to the Most High for this, because he brought this together so perfectly and executed everything.
You know, and I want to say this, you know, just from the outside, and I want to say this because I want those that are watching this interview to see and the truth of the humility behind these young men. I reached out to King 7, you know, about doing this interview. Actually, him and I have been talking about doing an interview for a few weeks, and so finally I was like, when I saw that video, I said, "Come on, Q, all right, let's go, King 7." And shortly after that, he said, "Well, you know, hey, Brother Dana, is it all right if I bring the other two guys on board, you know, to this interview, because they were a part of what was created?" And then in individually talking to those two counterparts, both of them were like, "Well, hey, that's fine, but you know, this was this was King 7's idea. We're just here to support him." And you know what blessed my heart in that interaction and then that conversation that we had the other night was just the humility that you three absolutely possess with each other. You know, it wasn't like, well, hey, yeah, this is about me. No, this is about me. It was like, this is about us that came together to create this incredible video. You know, that if each of you were not in that position, it would not be what it is. And so, you know, I just want those who are watching this to understand that, you know, there is some incredible unity amongst, you know, this younger generation of the Hebrews that are realizing who they are. And once they realize, you know, I don't hear you guys fighting about maybe even some little differences that we might have in some of our understanding of Torah and the Most High Yah, you know, but I sense this unity, and then together, look at what you created. And you know, I just want people to know that. And I so much appreciate each of your humility. And that's why it's such an honor that the Most High Yah would allow me to rub shoulders with three of his chosen young men.
Right. Yeah. You know, I always say this, but I had to, it took me a while. I used to be one of those people, you know, that it was always about me. But then God had to reveal to me that that's one of the things that called Lucifer to fall, is that he was prideful and he was very narcissistic. And so when you go through life with that mindset, you end up with nobody and you end up all alone. And so I would never, you know what I'm saying, be that person again, because I realize it takes a team, you know what I'm saying, to create beautiful things sometimes.
Yeah.
No one can do it all on their own, you know, so that's why, so I'm, you know, I thank these guys publicly. I thank Q for the production of it and the, you know, the video part of it. And you know what I'm saying, and even being a part of, he even got into the video himself, you know.
Yeah.
And I also thank DMARBLE because he dropped some knowledge on his verse, you know what I'm saying. He came hard, and so I thank both of these guys, man.
And that's the other thing when you said he dropped knowledge, you know, just hearing you three men speak. You know, I know, you know, you mentioned to me your age, King 7, and I think I'm about 20 years, you know,
I'm 28.
So I'm just a couple weeks from 48. I know Q is about the same age, and I know that DMARBLE said that he was a little older than you.
Yeah.
Way older?
39.
Okay.
Yeah, I just turned 39 a couple weeks ago.
Okay. Well, cool. Well, we're close, but the knowledge that comes from and the wisdom that comes from you three gentlemen, you know, is incredible.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You know, wow. So I know that you, King 7, are down in St. Louis, Missouri, still married with children, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then I know that Q, you moved down to Texas, Dallas, correct?
Yes, sir. Well, I originally moved to Houston, but now I'm in Dallas. So yeah.
Okay. And anything that you would like to share about you know, where, because I would love the audience, and we can come back to you, King 7, also, but I would like those that are viewing this to actually, you know, get to know you. We've got a few minutes here to get to know each of you a little bit about where you are, maybe what you work and what you do, your passion, you know, that might be beyond the Most High Yah, you know.
Yeah. So me, like I said, I'm 27. I'm married. I do have a 2-year-old daughter, and I currently have another one on the way. We will actually find out the gender in about 3 weeks. So I've been married for it'll be 4 years in December. Happily married. Let me throw that in there. So yeah, and I was actually working for originally for a few years. I was actually working for a company called PD Ameritrade, a stock brokerage firm. I actually just recently resigned, actually, and the reason I resigned is because I felt like I had a bigger calling. It was not fulfilling enough for me.
There you go.
Don't get me wrong, the salary was fine. It was serving its purpose, but I felt like it was about that time for me to actually chase my trying to follow my heart. And I called King 7 the day that I decided to do it. I was on the clock and I was talking to him, and I'm just wanted to get some advice. And he told me, hey, you know, you got to pray about it, follow your heart, and like God won't lead you astray. So I did that, and I put a lot of thought into it, prayed about it, and I just decided. I said today is the day. It was very hard for me to walk away from that, but I feel like in the long run, it's gonna be worth it.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be worth it. It is. It's. I see it. You know, there's no way the Most High Yah is not going to use you for huge things, and so. I mean, look at, you know, the Most High Yah doesn't link people together that are unevenly yoked. You know, I believe that. You know, he's linking his remnant of people together that are willing to take chances for him. You know, willing to step out and follow him. You know, even at sacrificing the security of a paycheck. You know, because you believe that at this time he's called you to do greater things. So
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, we talk so much about this and that, but the word makes it clear that without faith, it's impossible to please the Most High God.
Yeah.
Without faith. I know someone was going to say something, and I interrupted you.
Oh, I was just saying, just kind of feeding off of what you said. It's funny how, like, after I resigned from my position, I believe maybe the following week is when I got the phone call about, hey, I got the song called Tribute. So it kind of worked out. Then a month later, I ended up going to St. Louis to shoot that video. And it's just at the time when I was doing that, it felt so right. It's like this is that fulfillment that I wanted to feel, you know. So I feel like I made the right decision. I know,
Right.
you know, like I've been looking to kind of fill that void for a long time, and being on set shooting the video, it was just like confirmation that I made the right decision, because it's gonna be plenty more of that to come. So with that being the kind of the first go around, that it is just I was just kind of overwhelmed with just kind of joy. You know, I was so excited, like I couldn't sleep. I was up all night editing it because I was like, this has to get done. It's on my mind. I'll go to sleep. I'm dreaming about editing the video.
Yeah, I think you finished that. I think you finished that video in like what, 2 days or what was it? 3?
I knocked it out. I just couldn't.
Wow. Well, DMARBLE, we got about 10 minutes left, but I wanna get back to you also before we wrap it up with King 7 here.
Yeah. Well. All right. What you got?
Well, I know that you are on the West Coast, and I believe when we were talking, you are out in Washington State, correct?
Yes, I work in Tacoma, Washington. I have a place that I kind of live at a friend's place out here in Issaquah, about 56 miles away from my job. Been at the same job for about 12 years, just about. And I mean, it's been secure. I mean, the way that the job came to me, it seemed like it was definitely a divine hookup, for sure. So, I've stayed there and remained faithful at that job, and my life's taken so many twists and turns. And it's really flexible. It's allowed me to, take part in other aspects of creativity in life.
Great.
Because it's, I get enough vacation time, or my management, they're like really flexible as far as me needing to leave for a period of time to do projects like the tribute, things like that. So it's it's been a blessing, honestly. I'm single at this point. I have children that live in Arkansas, and as a result of a venture that I've gotten involved with, and actually these guys are now involved, I'm going to be able to walk away from that job and get back closer with my kids next year.
Great.
Because the idea is to help as many people as I can, with a very smart investment. So, that in itself is, it's like blessing people, allows you to be blessed. It's a really reciprocal type of situation that I've found myself in the last few months. And I can see a light at the end of the tunnel, being able to leave that job. Now, the job pays well. It does. But
the Most High Yah pays better.
Exactly.
Right. Way better.
Exactly.
And,
so,
and his strings and all of that aren't so unfair.
Exactly. Absolutely. Yeah, so that's a goal of mine. But I just wanted to play like a support role in this whole situation. Like my thing is about King 7. He's got so much talent. And the message. I just wanted to promote him as best I could, and if I could back him up on that song, and use my platform from YouTube, Facebook, whatever, fans and things like that. If I can introduce him to my fans, then then all the better, because his talent and his message is what I want to resonate with people. And I can't lay tracks like that, so I'll just put him out there to do that. So,
I don't know, man. The way you was sounding on the tribute, man.
He's just being modest. That's all.
Right.
Well, Brother King 7, why don't you, a little bit to you too that you can share here. I know at a later date, you and I are going to connect also, so they can find out a little bit more about you. But to the rest of the two guys, I'm more than happy to bring you on here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let King 7 end it. but I'm going to put the various brothers' information to get in touch with them individually. But then I'm also going to put, One Love's webpage. And if you go there and you hit the donate button, it'll come up with some ways of donating to One Love. If you would love to donate money so that some of we can maybe cover some of those expenses of their flights, they can decide how they want to, use the money. But I would really like to ask those of you that are able to do so to go and sow a seed into these brothers' lives, because I know that King 7 is working on another album, and I know that they've already made sacrifices. So if we can bring some financial love and support their way to help coop for maybe some of the other expenses, it'll free them up to move on with what the projects are now. So please get in contact with me if you want to get some money to this project, to these three brothers that are doing this incredible work. I counted myself out there.
You're down. You're good.
Hey,
but
you're part of the family, man.
Absolutely.
part of the family,
Absolutely.
but right now it's about you guys. This is about you guys, not about me. I know I'm a part of the family, and that's why I'm so honored to be with you guys tonight. But
Yes, sir.
King 7, we got about 3 minutes, and I would like you to take us out and close us off. And we will have everything that you guys need to get in touch or to support these brothers attached at the video. So King 7, take it from here, my brother.
All right, I won't be long. So I did secular music, you know what I'm saying? About, I'll say 8 years ago. Me and Q were both doing music around that time. I kept getting prophesied to by a man at my grandmother's church. And he kept telling me that God wanted me to work for him. And he's like, God said that you'll make it, but if you made it and you didn't work for God, then it wasn't going to last long. So I said that to say that I began my truth journey about 5 or 6 years ago. And I'm just truly honored and humbled that y'all chose me for a specific mission and purpose. And so he's speaking through me. He's using me as a light beacon for lost souls and the wicked, And so so that one dramatic thing that happened to me that caused me to basically give my life to Yah fully is I remember working at Walgreens, and it was around like 2013, 2014, around my first daughter was getting ready to be born. But Q was working at Walgreens with me. And so he called me while I was at work. He was on his way to work, and he called me and he said that, bro, your song is on the radio, but it's not your voice on the song. And I was just like, what do you mean? And so he then put his phone up to the radio, and it was R. Kelly's voice over my instrumental that I had bought exclusively. And so at that point, that prophecy that the man had told me had came back into fruition. And so he told me that I remember that prophet telling me that some dramatic was going to happen that was going to cause me to give my life to God, and that there was nothing I was going to be able to do about it because, this is R. Kelly we're talking about. And so we didn't have the money to sue this guy. We don't know how to get in touch with this guy. The guy we bought the beat from, we don't know why he sold R. Kelly the beat, but here I am. I wouldn't change any of this for what happened to me back then, because God has given me better material. He has given me a better life, and he has given me a better purpose. And so I just thank the Most High God for giving me direction. And I thank him for chastising me when I didn't want to listen, And so, like I said, man, I'm just honored to be a light beacon for the Most High God. And I love shining light on wickedness and darkness. And those who already came into the truth know, but it's just truly honor and a blessing, man. And so I can't thank God enough. I also, before this COVID-19 thing hit, I was working as a steward at the Marriott hotels. And so since then, I've been on leave because of COVID-19, but it has given me more time to make this album that I'm working on. And so I'm already 18 songs in. And God has just given me all these great, fantastic ideas for this album. It's just coming together so beautifully. So all praises to the Most High.
I see the hand of the Most High Yah. Over all of you guys, in you, it's so evident. And One Love, community, get used to these three faces. You're going to see them. You're going to hear them. They're going to be a part of this great movement that we're doing in bringing us all together as the body. And to have these 3 individuals a part of the One Love body and the things that we're doing for the kingdom of the Most High Yah is nothing but an honor. So I thank you, you guys. Please stay in touch with me. You're part of the family. Thank you for letting me be a part of yours. Man. And again, we'll be in touch very soon. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom, family.
Sir.
So,
Gentlemen.